Hello and welcome to Nutrition 101. I'm your professor and today I'm going to be teaching you how to eat to get swole. So I realize on a lot of my videos before I haven't really talked a lot about the background and basic nutrition. I just kind of assumed that's already taken care of. So today I'm going to break down how to eat in a way that's sustainable, in a way that keeps you healthy and fit, and in a way that allows your body to grow and build muscles if you're going to start working out. All right, so I'm going to give you just the bare bone essentials here. So I'm going to kick off a 5-minute timer and get everything said and done in exactly that amount of time. So let's kick that off now. So nutrition is essentially the way your body assimilates food into itself. So you can have good nutrition or bad nutrition based off what you eat. If you're eating good things, chances are you have good nutrition and your body's able to use a lot of the nutrients in your food. If you're eating bad stuff and you have bad nutrition, your body's not going to be able to use what you're taking in, so you're either going to be gaining weight or you're going to be deficient in a certain category of micro or macronutrient. So everything your body takes in is used for one of three things: either repairing itself, energy, or going about cellular functions. So everything you eat should be geared towards one of these things, and if it's not, then it's superfluous and it should probably be taken out of your diet. So along this thread, there are three big groupings of macronutrients which make up the bulk of what you eat. Those are going to be your carbs, your fat, and your proteins. And additionally, there are micronutrients which are mainly used for cellular functions. They can also have some other importance. That's not relevant for this video, so I'm going to stick to the macronutrients. Okay, it's important to note that all of them can be burned for energy, but protein is primarily going to be used to repair your body. It's used in all your organs. It's used in all your muscles. It really makes up the fiber of our being. It's every muscle tissue, every piece of skin, every cell in your body is chock full of proteins, right? So it's really used to repair itself and build your body up. There's fat, which is also used to repair your body. It's used in your fatty tissues, in your liver, your kidneys, all your organs, your spinal fluid, your brain fluids, I don't know about your final fluids and brain fluids, but they're used in your brain and your spine. They're very important to your essential health. And finally, there are carbs, which are essentially, you can view them as pure energy, condensed little molecules of energy. So that's mainly what they're used for. They can be converted into other things, but your body can really process it into energy quickly, so it's primarily used for that. Let me break down a little bit more about each macronutrient. So protein, for working out, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you already know that's very important. It's one of the nutrients that people eat the least of, and it's really the best for your overall health. Particularly if you're going to be working out, you're going to be breaking your muscles down, you're going to be damaging your muscles, and it's important that you have the tools on you to be able to repair yourself. So it's important that you're eating a constant amount of protein. People will argue about how much protein you should eat. I would recommend starting at 0.7 grams per pound of body weight that you want to have. That's a very well reputed number, and that's just to ensure that you have the building blocks you need to repair yourself as you go through your workout journey. So for fat gets a lot of bad PR, and it really shouldn't. It's not the enemy. Your body needs it, like I said, for your brain, for your eyes, for basically all of your organs. Your body needs a certain degree of fat, particularly omega-3s, which are found in fish. So don't be scared of fat. Now, you obviously shouldn't be eating a steak every day because all that saturated fat is going to build up and it's going to be really bad for you. You'll feel really heavy and weighed down. So what I recommend doing is going to an online calculator, typing in the amount of calories you eat every day. You can calculate this. So I'm going to put a calculator in the description, and basically look at what 20% of your daily calories are, and don't go over that consumption for fat unless you have very specific diet things. So carbs are the most difficult to explain because there are actually three different types of carbs. There are sugars, there are starches, and there are fibers. So sugars are the smallest carbs. They tend to be one or two little monomer links together into chains. And they're very, very easy for your body to break down. That's in fact why it tastes so good, is because your body can just sort of turn it into energy instantly. Your body can actually absorb glucose through your tongue. So sugars are the easiest to burn. Then there are starches, which are basically long chains of sugar. They tend to be a little slower for your body to process because your body actually has to break these long chains into their individual units, which are sugars, right? And then finally, there are fibers. And fibers are kind of weird because they technically are carbs, but your body can't process them very well. So they tend to have a lower calorie value associated with them. And this really ties into my next point, which is calories. So calories are just a measure of energy. I think people get a lot of confusion about them, but it's just a measure of energy, right? And to really understand weight loss and sort of weight management with respect to working out, you really have to understand energy balances in your body. If you're taking in more calories or more energy than you're burning off every day, or the amount of calories you burn every day, then you're going to start gaining weight. You're going to start putting on mass, and that can be a good thing If you're trying to sort of put on mass or put on muscle, then that's a good thing, right? If you're trying to take mass off, then having extra calories is not going to be good because you're going to be putting on weight, right? And so how I sort of manage this is I look at my carb consumption. So if I'm trying to lose weight, I'm going to cut back on the carbs a little bit. Remember, once again, I said carbs are basically pure energy. So I'm going to try to reduce my energy, make my energy balance more favorable if I'm trying to lose weight. If I'm trying to gain weight, though, I'm going to dial up my energy consumption. I'm going to add a little bit more carbs on, probably a little bit more protein too, but mostly I'm going to add on the carbs because carbs are cheap, right? And that will allow me to get that energy surplus that allows you to put on more muscle, right? I'm sorry I went like 2 seconds over, but I did a pretty good job, right? Before you go though, let me just recap that really fast. So you have 3 macronutrients: carbs, fat, and proteins. Carbs are your body's energy source. They're what you're going to want to dial in and out, or at least my philosophy is I dial them in and out depending on whether I want to gain weight or whether I want to lose weight. I'm going to change my carbs up, right? The second macronutrient, fat, your body needs it for general organ health and cell health, along with other things, but you need to consume some fat. So I'm going to put a calculator in the description. Check out how much you should be consuming. Like I said, 20% of your total calories is generally a good place. And then finally, protein, the holy grail of macronutrients for working out. You're going to want to be consuming a lot of protein, maybe 0.7 grams per pound of body weight. And then, sort of be paying attention to your calories. That'll be in the calculator below. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm going to make a part 2 where I talk a little bit more about the specifics of this. And tune in for that. Thank you.